Hi, this is Kaushik Ranchod from the Ranchod Law Group. Welcome to our immigration show. You'll want to watch this video to learn about one of our success stories of how we got an I601a approved. In this situation, we're going to talk about specifically emotional hardship, where there's 2 U.S. citizen children and a U.S. citizen spouse. So we're going to share what worked for us in this situation, and if you can, go ahead and smash the like button if you like this video. So first of all, let's talk about the I601a waiver. What is it for? Well, it's primarily for something called unlawful presence. Typical kind of case that we handle is someone who entered without a visa, entered without inspection, also known as IWI. For short, that's what we call that. So in this situation, because you may not have entered without a visa, you need to get the I601a waiver to overcome that ground of inadmissibility. That's why you would file an I601a waiver. Now, filing it, let's talk about the process. So the first step is filing the I-130 petition. Once that is approved, then you get to file the I601a waiver. That's where you have to demonstrate extreme hardship to your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident spouse or parent. And that's what I'm going to talk about in my example about an extreme hardship example. Now, let's talk about the next step. So then once that I-601 waiver is approved, then you have the National Visa Center processing, where you have to show where you submit the affidavit of support, the DS-260 and other documents. And then finally, you're scheduled for an interview. So it's quite a long process. So the sooner you start, the sooner you can get closer to getting a green card if your case is approved. So now let's talk about what works, what has been working. I'm going to talk about a specific example demonstrating what worked for us in a specific case. So in this situation, we filed the I-601a waiver. The U.S. citizen was born in the United States, and our client entered without inspection in 2004 from Mexico by coming through the border from Mexico. Now, how did we demonstrate extreme hardship, you might be asking? Well, that's a great question. So in this situation, there was also 2 U.S. citizen children. One of the main arguments that we made was emotional hardship, because the U.S. citizen spouse had a miscarriage, and because of the miscarriage, she suffered from significant depression. So we were able to demonstrate emotional hardship. Another factor of hardship that we were able to demonstrate was financial hardship. So in this situation, the U.S. citizen spouse was taking care of their kids. And one child was not able to go to school. Another child was only going for a few hours a day. So she was basically taking care of them, providing that caretaker role. Now, if her husband had to go back to Mexico, there would be extreme hardship in this situation, because she wouldn't be able to get a job that would be paid enough to also pay for childcare and support the family. So this is another main argument that we made successfully in this case. Adding to that argument, we also talked about the fact that she didn't even have a job. So we're talking about assuming even if she was able to get a job, she still wouldn't make enough money. But in this situation, she didn't even have a job to be able to support her children. Now, another factor that we also talked about was if she had to relocate, the country conditions of Mexico would be adverse to her for a number of reasons. She wouldn't be able to get a job there if necessary, also because of the crime, also because of the violence that's occurring in certain regions of Mexico. So those are all factors or country conditions as well. Another factor of extreme hardship was the fact that their health insurance was state-sponsored by the state of California. So they would lose their health insurance as well, and as well as the education program for one of the children as well. So what we were able to do is we were going to be able to combine all of these factors, because it's always better to provide as much information as possible about the different types of hardships, include as many types of hardships as you can, because that helps build your case. It's not just one like silver bullet that boom, you're going to get it approved. You got to look at all of the different factors, include all of the different situations that could be considered hardship. And sometimes you may not even know what that is until you talk to an attorney and really delve deep into it, talking about your situation, because sometimes when you're so close to it, it's really hard to know what hardship is, because it's also a legal term of art as well. So I invite you to give us a call, put your comments below, and smash that like button if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you next time. Make sure you subscribe as well. Thank you. Bye for now.